What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. Today we're going to do the third one in the 28 trilogy. 28 years later. It was released June 20th, 2025, and it was directed by Danny Boyle, who did 28 Years Later. He also produced 28 Weeks Later. He also did Trainspotting, Slumdog Millionaire, and Sunshine. So this is the third entry into the 28 trilogy. Well, it's soon to be a whole franchise because they're already making a sequel to this. But yeah, so 28 years later, well, you're introduced to this young, like 16-year-old kid or something who's learning to become a fighter, and he goes out with his dad into the no man's land in the quarantined outside the quarantine area to fight scavengers, the dead, and to basically learn how to fight and scavenge for food and stuff. Now, as they're out there, they meet the boss, like this big boss guy, and yeah, they have to outrun him and just barely make it back. And then when he's back at home, you learn more of the family problems that are going on in this homestead that they have set up. And yeah, he learns that his father's cheating on his mom. His mom's really ill and he really wants to help her. So he coaxes her out of the house and takes her to through the wasteland, the no man's land area, to find a doctor, where they end up encountering a lot more, more than what they expect. So this had some really, really good cinematography in it. There's some really good practical gore effects in this as well. And yeah, the acting was pretty good, and overall this film did have some really good merits to it. And it definitely is way different than what I was expecting going in, because I was expecting like a 28 weeks later type deal. But this one, they focus more on the characters and the family drama, where of what people would go through, what they're trying to live through this, where the zombie stuff is sort of second. Not doesn't come first. It's more like secondary for the story. And when they go out, they really, you get smaller attacks, but more impactful. And they're really well done and stuff. There's even a birthing scene in this, which is very weird to see, and that showing that they might just still be a little bit human and stuff, but it doesn't really explain it. It kind of just leaves it for your own interpretation, which was good. A lot of people are either going to really like this movie or really hate it. If you're going in there for like a Train to Busan, like zombie apocalypse, this is not it. This is more the humanity side of how they're dealing with it, and you see them as much as they would see it going through that, and which was very actually smart in my opinion. I thought that was a very cool idea. There is some mystery to what's wrong with the mom and stuff, where you get these weird dreamscapes and things, and then these odd ways to tell how she's thinking, but that's the way she's going through. So it does do some creative stuff with that. um yeah, for the most part though, this film is a little slow. It does have a lot here. I wasn't expecting so much family drama in this, but it does. You could tell it's the first part of a second part, because they did film two movies back to back to make this work. And yeah, and also they introduced some characters right at the end, where the only reason I know that is because in the beginning there's a certain part with their calling card, if you pay attention, and then they show up, but then it just cuts off and you're like, what's the point of this? After doing some research though, I found out they are doing another one, right? And it's set to come out next year. So yeah, so but still, this film was interesting and stuff. There's certain points where it's just kind of like legs on. There's so much landscape shots in this. It was kind of just like, you could tell they filled it in a bit with some. Also, when they're doing like attacking the hordes and stuff like that, some really random like freeze frame shots. Like they'll get like an arrow to the head, and for a split second to just freeze on it and do that. But also, you can tell they're trying to emulate the old, the early 2000s editing style. So you do get some rapid cuts interspliced with it, which kind of throws off the pace of it and kind of just throws off the battle scenes and stuff. I know it's probably done for timing and stuff with the way they're shooting, but still, it kind of just like, you don't need that this type these days. Like, it kind of just makes it feel more dated. But still, I thought this film was all right, and it did have some really cool ideas and stuff. And I'm actually intrigued to see where they go further with it. So I'm gonna give 28 Years Later a 3 out of 5. It was still good, but it's definitely not going to be for everyone. And you can definitely tell it's a part one of two at least. So it's going to be interesting seeing where they take it. You can rent it on Prime right now if you want to check it out, but I'm not sure where else it's streaming. So at least link the trailer down below so you can see what I'm talking about down there. Also, link down below is my Instagram. So I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. You put the film title in there and some fun fact or history thing in there as well. Also, my Letterbox down below at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in the loop with this channel. Like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have it. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can and if I can find them. Also, let me know what your favorite 28 film is from the trilogy down below. I also reviewed the other two on here, so you can find them and check my opinions out on those as well. Make sure you subscribe. Hope you find something weird, obscure, and on-day proud. Never thought of checking that together. And also, so hear my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we are actually going to do a psychological horror film called Come True in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. Yeah, watch out for all those crazy half-human, half-zombies that they're trying to kill us all because, well, scientists are going to make us do that anyways, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.